All right, whoa, what's up, bloggers? You guys obviously see my beaver slash sealskin hat, and the glasses are mine, and this whale tail. Check this out. Yeah, yeah. So the title of this blog is gonna be uh, the whale and the beaver. All right. I don't know. I couldn't come up with nothing else more extreme than that, so I figured I'd just throw something like that in. All right, so check it out. Uh, so there I was. I was in Nome, Alaska, and I was just chilling in a bar. I just got there. The entire ship just so happened showed up to this bar called the Board of Trade. Everybody calls it the BOT, but I show up there and I see this drunk dude. Now a lot of the locals there, right? What they try to do is they try to like not really swindle, but hustle to make money, so they can buy, you know, I would like to wish that they were buying food, but most of it is the alcoholics and the druggies, and they're trying to go in there and they're trying to buy more beer or get money for some more drugs. All right, because as every like small fishing village, you're always going to have that small percentage of people that they're just shady, and they just want to go ahead and do their thing, which is sometimes not the most conducive to a family environment. And I'm not saying all the locals in Nome are like that, because a lot of the locals there were awesome, like awesome people. But um, so back to my story. I walk into this bar, right, and there's this dude, fucking walking around trying to sell this little knickknack. This is petrified ivory. Okay. Um, Ivory comes from the whales or the walruses and stuff like that, and they try to sell it for like ridiculous amounts of money. Like this dude wanted like $80 for like this little whale thing, right? So I'm seeing him, like I'm seeing this guy do that, and I'm like, all right, what what's the angle? Because everybody's like getting tired of this guy. Nobody from the ship wants to go ahead and buy this. And finally, I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna use case preferred method, and I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna try to see how much I can get that whale for. Just, just for shits and giggles, right? So I know like petrified ivory is supposed to be somewhat somewhat pricey, right? But I didn't want to go the angle of you know paying that tourist price. Living in Hawaii, you always get the foreigners to pay tourist price all the time. So I go ahead and I go up to this dude after everybody's telling him to fuck off. Like literally, like I saw this one guy. The dude went up to him and he was like, "Yeah, man, like stop talking to me. Just go ahead and fuck off." And so the guy is like shut down. You know what I mean? He wants another drink, and I go up to him like, "Hey, man, so so what you got?" And he was like, "All right, I got this whale tail. I got this whale." And I'm looking at him and I'm like, interesting. I was like, "So what are you trying to sell it for?" And he's like, $80. I'm trying to sell it for $80. And I look at him and I'm like, um, I wouldn't buy that for $80, bro. Like, really? And obviously I have a drink in my hand because it's a port call, so that's what you do in port calls. Some people go to church and libraries, and some people enjoy the port call. But anyway, so I go ahead and I tell this dude, I'm like, "Look, bro, I'll give you $10 for that thing, you know?" And everybody's looking at me and I'm like, "What the hell? You're gonna buy that thing?" And I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna buy this fucking thing for $10. And you know what? I'm gonna get more out of this. I guarantee you. I promise you. I'm gonna get more than just this." So they're like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." You know what I mean? Hey, I'm the guy that's only temporarily here, so um, but they don't know fucking how I operate, right? So anyway, I tell the dude, "Look," I show him the money, right? You flash money in front of people that are trying to like hustle you, they kind of know that, hey, that money is for sure. That guy has it. You know what I mean? It's better than keeping it in your pocket and saying like, "Yo, I'll give you $10," You know, it makes it more realistic when you're like, look, I got this money right here. This is yours, bro. All you got to do is give me what I want. You know what I mean? Which is this will. The dude is like, all right, uh, let me think about it. And I was like, all right, dude. I tell you what, I'm gonna be at the bar, getting me another drink. This $10 is yours. All you got to do is give me that will. Have a seat by me if you decide to change your mind. Other than that, good luck in your endeavors. And I turn away and I peace out, right? I go ahead, I go to the bar, order me another rum and coke, preferably Captain, because it's gonna be a long day. It's already like 10 o'clock in the afternoon, and the bar's closed at 2 in the morning. So it's gonna be a long day. I go ahead, I'm chilling, minding my own business. The drunk dude fucking rolls up next to me and is like, all right, $10. And I'm like, here you go. He hands me this little whale. And I'm like, awesome. Yo, thanks, bro. And he's like, you sure you can't give me like $30? And I was like, nah, bro. The $10 I just gave you, yo, no take backs. So I take the whale, I put it in my pocket, and I'm like, hey, so what else you got? What else do you got for sale? And then he's like, well, I got a bunch of other ivory, and busts out this bag, like this bag of just like trinkets, right? You know what? Stay right there. I'm gonna go get it. So I go ahead and I get this whole bag of trinkets, right? Man, hopefully I can show it to you guys. But can you see it? Check that out, dudes. It's just a plethora of ivory, right? And this is like ancient ivory, like petrified ivory, ladies and gents, right? And he's just like, I look at that and I was like, whoa, that's pretty awesome. I was like, dude, he was like, well, what would you sell that for? And he's like, $80. And I was like, no, dude, that's not even a whale tail. It's not even shaped like a whale. Like if there was like something like this, right? Which is like supposed to be like petrified ivory of something. You know what I mean? And you got like these pieces, which is, there's some bigger pieces of ivory, but they're not carved into nothing. And I was like, look, man, like it's not even a carved piece. I was like, bro, I will get that. I will buy this entire bag from you for, let's see, all I have is $10. And he's starting to wonder, is like, I thought you said, I kind of see him like it's going through his head, like he said he had all he had is $10 the last time. And I'm like, bro, here's the $10, take it or leave it. And he's like, all right. So he gives it to me, bro. Finally, I'm just like, dude, I am fucking winning the game of life, right? So I'm winning the game of life, and victory doesn't stop there. Not for Brother Brad. Okay? So I go ahead and I tell the dude, I'm like, hey, I want to buy fur. Like, do you have fur to sell me? I have money. And he's like, okay. I was like, okay, what does that mean? He's like, I'll be back, but I live like 15 minutes away. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm still gonna be here because the alcohol is somewhat decently priced, and I can keep just chilling and waiting for you. You know what I mean? So go do the walk. You know what I mean? The walk of life, and go get this fur, and I'll see you when you get back. 30 minutes later, the dude shows up. Right? I'm just chilling, and he has a jacket on, and he's carrying this fur under his jacket, and he's like, he opens up his jacket and he shows it to me, and I'm like, oh fuck, like dude, that is pretty badass. And he goes, $400, drunk as fuck. And I was like, $400, bruh. I tell this dude, look, man, all I got is $100. And I'm looking at him, and he's like, $450. And I was like, dude, you can't go up in price. That's not how bargaining works. $350. And I'm like, I got $100. I pull out my money. I count out the fucking 20s. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And he goes, I don't know. And I was like, okay, take your fur, keep it under your jacket, don't show nobody. But look, the money is gonna be right underneath my phone and my glass. Obviously, this dude's not gonna go nowhere, cause he will probably get choked out before he breaks for the door. Not saying that I'm a badass or nothing, but like I would have like jumped on his back and like wrestled him down to the ground. You know what I mean? Like prison style. No homo. But he's looking at the money. He's looking at the money, and he goes, here. And I go, for $100. He goes, yeah, $100. I get the fur, I fucking grab it, I stash it in my bag, and I'll start counting out the money. And I count out $80 to him, and I give him the money. And he's like, you said $100. And I was like, my friend, you look thirsty. How about I give you $80 and I buy you not one beer, I'll buy you 2 beers, man. 2 beers. So he looks at me and he's like, Budweiser's. And I'm like, dude, you got yourself a deal. So he goes ahead. I go ahead. I'm like, hey, barkeep, give me another rum and coke and 2 Budweisers. And this dude, the beers come. I gave that dude $80, and I fucking have some Budweiser and 2 Budweisers, and I got a fucking badass fur. Check this thing out. It's like seal skin. Like seals have died. Seals have died to keep my head warm. Beaver, and not the one I usually like to indulge in, have died. So I can keep my Hawaiian head warm. Dude, I love it. I love it. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna wear this to like yokes or like any place else, but this will always be a conversation piece. What do you guys think? Leave your guys' comments below on my YouTube channel. I think I have, and come check me out. Thank you guys very much, and it was a pleasure being able to tell you the story. The whale and the beaver hat. Peace.